Hello everyone. So Dart 3.7 was just released. Let's go through the blog post. It's a new year and time for a new Dart stable release. Welcome to Dart 3.7. The theme for this release is developer productivity. We have made the Dart language more consistent by tweaking how it handles wildcard variables. There is also a brand new style in the Dart formatter, new quick fixes and lints in the analyzer, several cool new features on pub.dev, and let's get into the details. Macro updates: we recently posted updates in the issue tracker as well as a blog post stating that we are stopping work on our experimental macros feature. We would like to thank the community for being so understanding of this unfortunate outcome. With this change, however, the team gains back some capacity to invest in other valuable development. We are already looking into improvements to the build runner performance. We still expect to launch the augmentation language feature, perhaps in a slightly different form, and we hope to find new and more direct ways for supporting modeling data and handling serialization and deserialization to and from JSON. For example, wildcard variables language feature, local variables and parameter names underscore are now what functional languages call wildcards. This means the name is a placeholder and declares no actual variable. Currently in Dart, it's common to use underscore as the name of a callback parameter if the body of the callback doesn't actually need to use the argument like so. But if a callback has multiple parameters, then you don't need to use. You end up naming them underscore, double underscore and triple underscore etc., because otherwise the names collide. Now in Dart 3.7, parameters and local variables named underscore don't actually create a variable, so there is no possibility of name collision. You can use underscore for multiple parameters, as in this particular example. If you have code that declares a parameter or a variable name underscore and uses it, that code will no longer work in Dart 3.7. For example, something like this. You will have to rename the parameter or local variable in this situation. This language change only applies to parameters and local variables, not top level variables or members, so you can do this renaming without breaking your library's public API. Wildcard variables are a small feature that make language more consistent. Variables named underscore in patterns have always behaved this way. Now parameters and local variables behave the same way. New formatting style in the Dart formatter. Dart 3.7 includes a rewritten Dart formatter Dart format with a new formatting style. The new style looks similar to the style you get when you add trailing commas to argument list, except now the formatter will add and remove those commas for you. For example, void right argument list, this one, and this is the new style. This is a large change both to the tool, the output it produces, and how it behaves. To make the transition as smooth as possible, the formatting style you get depends on the language version of the code you're formatting. If the language version is 3.6 or earlier, the code is formatted with the old style. If it is 3.7 or later, it gets the new style. When you upgrade your package to use Dart 3.7 by bumping the HDK constraint in your package pubspec and running Dart pub get, you are opting into the new formatting style. To determine the language version of each file it formats, Dart format looks for a package underscore config.json. This means you need to run Dart pub get before formatting code in your package. If you have format checks in your continuous integration server, make sure it runs on the Dart pub get too. We don't intend to support both styles indefinitely. At some point in the future, when most of the ecosystem is on 3.7 or later, support for the old style will be removed. The new style includes some long requested features. Project wide page width configuration. You can now configure your preferred formatting page width on a project wide basis in your analysis underscore option.yaml file like so. Opting out of a region of code from formatting, you can use a pair of special marker comments to opt a region of code out of automated formatting. There is one breaking change as well. The formatter no longer supports Dart format fix. Instead, use Dart fix to apply all the fixes that Dart format could and more. You can find more details in the change log and FAQ. Update quick fixes and new lints in the Dart analyzer. We have always actively improving Dart to boost developer productivity, and that means improving the analyzer with new lints, quick fixes, and assist in Dart 3.7 One notable addition is the unnecessary underscore length, which supports the new wildcard variable feature. Among the wide range of new fixes and assists, Dart 3.7 includes are fixes for common issues like missing await keywords, incorrect import prefixes, and violation of length rules like Cascade innovations. There are also handy assists for refactoring code, such as converting else blocks to else if and wrapping Flutter widgets with expandable or flexible. You can find more details about all of this and much more in the full list of analyzer changes. Moving forward on the Dart web platform, a year ago we introduced new libraries and packages for interoperating with JavaScript and browser APIs from Dart. Going forward, the primary JavaScript library is Dart JS Interop. For browser APIs, use Package Web. As part of our continued effort to move the Dart and Flutter ecosystem to WebAssembly compatible APIs, we are deprecating the associated legacy APIs in the Dart SDK. 7 Dart SDK libraries are deprecated in the Dart 3.7 release: Dart HTML, Dart IndexedDB, Dart JS, Dart JS Util, Dart Web Audio, and Dart WebGL. We plan to remove these libraries at the end of 2025. You can learn about their replacement on the JavaScript interoperability page. New productivity features on the pub.dev package side. In December, we launched download counts for packages on pub.dev. This shows monthly downloads along with a small chart showing the weekly downloads over time. Today we are extending that with support for viewing download counts per package version. It's now possible to get an indication of how many consumers of a package have upgraded to the latest version or just the latest major version. These sites are meant to help package authors gauge the value of backporting fixes to older major versions of a package. So yeah, something like this. Dark mode for pub.dev. Dark mode for pub.dev has long been a popular request, and as of today it's possible to toggle pub.dev to dark mode. This toggle affects both packages pages and packages API documentation hosted on pub.dev. Topics for pub.dev. Last year we launched supports for topics on pub.dev. You can add topics to your pubspec.yaml, and if you see related topics that should be merged, you can propose canonicalization with a pull request. User browsing pub.dev can click on topics related to browse related packages. We previously introduced the ability to search for topics on pub.dev using search keyword like topic widget, but finding these keywords has not always been easy. So we will launch an IDE like autocompleter for search keywords on pub.dev. You can trigger it by pressing control space or by automatically triggering it when you type a matching prefix like topic or license. Wrap up. That's all we have today for Dart 3.7. As always, please let us know what you think, and don't forget to check out the blog post for today's Flutter 3.29 release as well. See you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.